Life in New Zealand, I consider our position here, we're pretty blessed. And in saying that, we're able to catch up with friends and family, we're able to go to the gym. We have freedom to do what we want. But it's a lot different there. So love and prayers go out to everyone in the UK who's affected by this virus that just keeps on giving, you know, and you guys are locked away at home. So hopefully things go back to normal for you guys, and prayers go out to everyone.
Fingers crossed. Joe, you were due to fight Junior Farr last year. Or was it early this year?
Yeah.
And it got postponed.
It was December. Yep.
I understand that the postponement might have worked in your favour because you've had a little injury cleared up.
Yeah, the postponement came from their team. Obviously, he has some health issues that he needed to take care of to be at 100%. And so these things happen in boxing. We just had to readjust and adapt to the situation. And it gave me the opportunity to have surgery on both of my elbows. During the camp, I was going through, you know, a bit of pain and inflammation and swelling. And when the fight was postponed, I thought to myself, you know what, this is a good time to get it done. And so I went under surgery, got the bone chips taken out, bones cut out. And I feel like at the moment it's not 100%, but it's heading that way. I'm still training hard. I'm putting in a lot of effort and you know, in boxing and strength work and running. And so by the time the fight time comes in, you know, February 27, I'll be 100%. There's no excuses.
Good man. Was it a long-term injury, Joe, or just something that's developed recently?
I guess it's one of those things that I got taken care of in 2017, just before the Anthony Joshua fight. And I was able to, you know, punch for all those years until I had to get it done again. And I think it might be one of those things that will reoccur throughout my career, but we just have to be smart and take care of it when we do get downtime. But for now, everything is good.
Good man. Straight into the Farr fight. 6 weeks away, isn't it? February the 27th?
Yeah, it's about just under 6 weeks now. We're about 5 weeks and a bit. And it's, you know, the closer we get to the fight, the more exciting it'll be, and the more we're going to be pumped up for it. And so this time until the fight, we're still going to put in a lot of hard work. A lot of sparring is going to be done, road work, punching a bag, pad, all of that. And the closer we get, the more we're going to be. You know what? It's nearly here.
Good man. Before we came on, I checked the odds, and you were overwhelming favourite. I think you were 1-12 with the bookmaker that I checked.
Was it? Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, that's good to hear.
Do you think we should pay any attention to that, Joe? Is it as straightforward as the bookmakers are making it out to be?
You know, bookmakers always have a way that they think, and they always have a way of you know, who's ahead of who and who's better than who and who's going to win and this and that. But we're in the sport of boxing where anything can happen. And so I don't really, you know, I've never really took interest in the books and you know, how they portray things. I guess that's how, you know, that's just a way of you know, helping people guess who's going to win. But for me, it's just about focusing on who's in front of me, what I have to do, and I know I have to take care of business come fight night.
Yeah, obviously most fans will know yourself, Joe, and what you can bring to the table. Just for the fans that aren't aware of Junior Farr, can you describe what he's going to bring to this fight?
I feel with this fight, he's going to bring everything he has. He's got a great team behind him. He's got, you know, Eugene Behrman, and he's got a few other coaches that's looking after him and helping him and developing him. And I feel like we're going to see the best Junior Farr we've ever seen. You know, he's ranked in the top 10 in the world. I think he's ranked number 5 in the WBO. And he brings height, he brings reach.
Oh, you've just slowed down there, Joe. Can you still hear me?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, you're back, Joe. You went into slow motion there.
Oh, sorry.
We got so far as to see he brings height and he brings reach.
Yeah, so Junior Farr brings height, he brings reach, he brings an undefeated record, he brings a lot of confidence, and I don't think that he would have taken this fight if he didn't believe he could win this fight.
And it's a huge fight over there, isn't it? I know I've said earlier, a lot of people aren't aware of Farr, but am I right in thinking there's a 12,000 crowd due to be in attendance?
Yeah, it's about 10,000 people who can be in attendance at the stadium we're having it at. And it's a big fight here in New Zealand because we have two New Zealanders with Polynesian background, both ranked in the top 10 in the world. Had some history in amateur days. It's not going to be a massive fight around the world, but here in New Zealand, it'll be a bit of a big fight here.
I don't know if you heard, Joe, over in the UK, DAZN have had a big launch, and it's one of the headline fights that's been advertised on DAZN, so it is actually going to get quite a decent UK audience, you would assume.
Oh, of course. We're doing this event here in New Zealand with our promoters, Matchroom, over in the UK. We're co-promoting with Duco events here in New Zealand. So with Matchroom's blessing and backing, I'm sure a lot of people can see the fight.
Joe, I didn't realise since the AJ fight, you've actually only been out 5 times. Is that something that has got you frustrated? I know obviously there was the Chisora fight that was cancelled for the spider bite.
Yeah. Yeah. As a fighter, you want to train and you want to keep busy and you want to keep fighting. And for me to be out only 5 times after the AJ fight, I don't think that's enough time to be out in the ring. You keep working on your craft and keep gaining experience. So for me, my goal for last year was to be busy, but the COVID affected everyone's plans, and hopefully with this fight we can lock in more and more fights to come. I just got to take care of this one first. So,
best laid plans is a busy 2021 for you.
I would love a busy 2021. In 2014, 15, and 16, I was fighting 5 times a year. Yeah. I guess when you get to the top level, though, things do slow down a bit, but I still want to keep as busy as I can.
Just on that, Joe, obviously one of the things that might be frustrating is the way that boxing works. You disappear a little bit, don't you, from people's conscience, apart from the hardcore boxing fans. How important is it, do you think, to get a really good win over Junior Farr or even a showreel knockout just to propel you straight back up there?
Yeah, it's going to be very important to put on a good, dominant performance. A performance that captures the attention of, supporters and fans and boxing around the world. And it's all to get a victory, but that's not really capturing exciting. It's throwing your hands, combinations, and knockouts, and that's everything I have.
No problem. I don't know if it's the same with you, Joe. Just at our end, the video is going really slow. I can hear your voice nice and clear. Just in case it's cutting out at your end.
I can hear you loud and clear. Sorry, is it me?
No problem. Joe, obviously we've watched a couple of chats with you, and there's a lot of talk of Joyce and Usyk and the WBO ranking. So I just wanted to skirt over that and ask, if Joseph Parker had his choice of who he fights this year, who would you go for?
If I had my choice, firstly, Junior Farr, because that's a fight that's locked in already. And then it's just anyone above me in the rankings, and anyone in the way of getting to, fighting for the world title again. There's Usyk, there's Joyce, Dillian is still up there, there's Chisora, there's whoever's in the way of getting back to fighting for the world title.
Would you like the Chisora match, Joe, just to see what would have happened after the first fight was postponed or cancelled?
I think that's still a fight that's live. It's a fight that it can be an exciting fight.
Dillian Whyte, to put a wrong right there.
Love to have a rematch. He's gone on and done some good things and had some top fights with top opponents. Obviously, the last one he lost, but he's going to have a rematch. If you gave me the opportunity to have a rematch, I'll take it. And, I'd like to put that right.
And just the heavyweight scene in general, Joe, how do you think 2021 is going to pan out?
Exciting. The heavyweight scene is very exciting at the moment. There's Wilder, it's going to have his comeback. There's a possibility of Fury and AJ fighting, a rematch. And there's a lot of other fights that are going to be made, big fights. And so the heavyweight scene at the moment is very exciting and awesome to be involved, awesome to be amongst it.
In 2 words, Joe, who do you think will end 2021 as undisputed champion?
Tyson Fury.
There you go. Quick as that. Right. A couple of questions that I don't think you've had this latest run of interviews, Joe. Just your thoughts on a couple of things since we last spoke.
Yeah.
Exhibition fights. I don't know if you saw the Mike Tyson Roy Jones fight.
Yeah, I saw that.
Is it something you're in favour of? Did you watch it? Did you enjoy it, or not for you?
I watched it and enjoyed it because I'm a boxing, obviously involved in boxing, and I love those guys are legends of the sport. And seeing Mike Tyson back in the ring again was awesome. Seeing Roy Jones in the ring is another fighter who I really love watching in his prime was awesome. Just exhibitions for me, though, sometimes it does get serious, sometimes it doesn't, but it's just another way of entertainment, I guess. And it's, if they're both happy to do it, then, we're happy to watch it.
Good man. Is it something that you've got your eye on yourself in maybe 10 years' time?
Now, once I'm done from boxing, I'm done jumping in the ring and throwing hands, and I'll give myself another 4 or 5 years to give it everything I have, and then once I'm retired, I'll be supporting, I'll be watching, I'll be cheering, but I won't be fighting again.
Yeah. Good man.
That's the plan anyways.
You've actually reminded me of something I was going to ask you, Joe. You're only 29, aren't you?
Yeah, I've just turned 29.
Yeah, so you're actually younger than all the existing champions and even the likes of Usyk and Joyce, which seems strange when you've been around for so long, but you've actually got time on your side against those guys.
Yeah, I feel like I have time. I feel like, as a heavyweight, a lot of people say that heavyweight's prime time is 30 onwards. And I'm feeling a lot more mature in my thinking. I'm feeling like I'm training a lot better. I'm doing a lot more things right. And so I do have a bit of time, and I have, age on my side. And I guess with the next 4 or 5 years, we'll see what I can give.
Yeah. Can I chuck one more name at you that's just come to head? I remember Deontay Wilder just before Christmas mentioned your name as a fight he'd like to come back with.
That's the exciting thing, is that after this fight with Junior Fa, there's a lot of possibilities, a lot of options, a lot of fights that can be made. And like I said before, I am not shy of fighting anyone. I want to fight anyone out there that'll get me closer to fighting for the world title. So if that's Deontay Wilder, then, we can make it happen.
Good man. Last question. Again, I hope it's one that you haven't had. We talked about the exhibition fights. What do you make of the whole YouTube fighting?
Yeah, a lot of people say it's not good for boxing. I have no opinion whether it's good or not. I just see it as they're bringing up a lot of their fans to watch boxing. YouTubers have a lot of followers. Yeah. And I guess if you're bringing all those people to watch boxing, it'll probably be better for pay-per-view and better for the other bigger fights that we have. But I have no opinion whether it's good or not. It's just, for me, it's just boxing is boxing. Good
man. We'll leave you with the last word, Joe. February 27th, Junior Fa. Why should UK fans tune in?
I'm still young. I'm still hungry. I'm still eager to be two-time world champion or unified champion. I'm not sure how long it'll take, but I've changed the way that I approach fights. No more being defensive. No more fighting on the back foot. I want to go in there and be smart, but also throw my hands, combinations, and let it go. Because when I do let it go, I can hurt people. And when I hurt them, that's going to, I want to make statements. I want to make a statement.
So we can expect Joseph Parker chucking bombs?
Yeah, if that's what I have to do to get a victory or to get a great win, then that's what I'm going to do.
Brilliant. And you will be world champion again?
That is my goal, and I definitely want to achieve that. And I'm not sure how long it'll take, but I know I can achieve it.
Good man. Joe, it's going to be a little while before we see you in the UK again, but I'm sure most UK fans would love to see you. You're a gentleman.
Hey, listen, I look forward to seeing you all in the future. But for now, to everyone there, love and prayers go out to you guys just to keep safe. Do your best to entertain yourselves at home. And hopefully we all get through this together.
Well said. Joe, a pleasure again.
Thank you. Boxing UK, thank you very much.
You're a star. While I go off to work, you sleep well, Joe.
All right. Have a good day, brother. Good to see you.